Hi, Mari! I have a story to tell you. The story is called Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Marica, make learning addictive.
Once upon a time, there was a bear family who lived in the woods. It consisted of Father Bear, Mother Bear, and Little Bear. They were kind and cheerful. The neighbors were all very respectful to Father Bear, and people raised their hats when he went by. Father Bear liked that, and he always politely replied to their greetings. Mother Bear had lots of friends. She visited them in the afternoons to exchange good advice and recipes for jam and bottled fruit. Baby Bear, however, had hardly any friends. This was partly because he was rather a bully and liked to win games and arguments. One day, after they had prepared the porridge for breakfast in some pots, they walked out into the wood for a while without locking their house door. While they were walking, a little girl came to their house. Her name was Goldilocks. She was a naughty and a little bit too curious of a little girl. In fact, she was a friend of the little bear. For first, she looked in at the window, and then she peeped in the keyhole, and seeing nobody inside the house, she lifted the door latch. The door was not fastened because the bear never suspected that anybody would harm them. Then she entered the house, and she saw the porridge on the table. "Some bowls of porridge!" she cried. So first, she tasted the Father Bear's porridge, and that was too hot. And then, she tasted the porridge of the Mother Bear's porridge, and that was too cold. And then, she went to the porridge of the Little Bear, and tasted that, and that was just right. And she liked it so well that she ate it all up. "That must be the Little Bear's porridge. Quite nice for me," she murmured, spooning it from Baby Bear's bowl. Then, the little girl saw some chairs in the living room. The bear family had their own chair. The biggest were for Father Bear, the middle size were for Mother Bear, and the smallest chair was for Little Bear. So, Goldilocks tried them one by one. "Wow, those chairs look so comfy to sit in. I must try," she demanded herself. First, she sat down in the Father Bear's chair, but it was too big and high for her. Then he moved to Mother Bear's chair, but it was big and high enough for her. Finally, she sat in Little Bear's chair with a little bit force till it became a little bit wrecked, and it got just right for her. "That must be Little Bear's chair. Quite comfy for me," she commented. So she seated herself in it till she felt satisfied with washing around inside of the house. I think there is a room upstairs. I have to see my friend's room," she demanded herself. Then, the little girl went upstairs into the bedroom in which the family slept. At first, she lay down upon the Father Bear's bed, but that was too high at her head. And next, she lay down upon the Mother Bear's bed, and that was too high at her foot. And then, she lay down upon the bed of the Little Bear's bed, and that was just right. "That must be the Little Bear's bed. Really comfortable for me," she said. So, she covered herself up comfortably and lay there till she fell asleep. By the time the bear family thought their porridge would be cool enough, they came home for breakfast. Now, the little girl only had left the spoons and the bowls of the family bear's porridge, but they saw their house door was ajar. They were such in a hurry to get into the house. "Be quick," said the Father Bear. "Someone is in our house." The Father Bear dashed to the kitchen and saw the Mother Bear and the Little Bear. "I suspected somebody did something in our kitchen," he emphasized on his steps. The family was so shocked to what they saw. "Somebody has eaten my porridge," said the Father Bear. "Somebody has eaten my porridge too," said Mother Bear. "Somebody has eaten my porridge and has eaten it all up," cried the Little Bear. They rushed to the living room because they were afraid for some other bad things. And then they found what they were worried about. "Somebody has sat in my chair," said the Father Bear. "Somebody has sat in my chair too," said the Mother Bear. "Somebody has sat in my chair and has wrecked it," cried the Little Bear. Then the three bears thought it was necessary that they should make further search. "Where could the culprit be?" said the Father Bear curiously. They checked all the rooms one by one. "Somebody has been lying in my bed," said the Great Bear. "Somebody has been lying in my bed," said the Mother Bear. Eventually, they checked the Baby Bear's bedroom, and it laid Goldilocks, sound asleep. Now, the little girl had pulled the pillow and the blanket of the little bear.
Somebody has been lying in my bed, and there she is,
cried the little bear in a high-pitched voice.
She is Goldilocks,
he continued. By the little bear's sound, Goldilocks got back to her consciousness, with full of surprise since they were the father bear, mother bear, and little bear. Who's that? Where am I? Shrieked the little girl, waking with a start, taking fright at the scowling faces. Then she jumped out of bed, passed the family bear standing before her, and fled down the stairs. Get away! Get away from that house! Said the little girl, forgetful of all the trouble she had so unkindly caused. But baby bear called from the door, waving his arm.
Don't run away! Come back! I forgive you, and so do my father and mother. Come and play with me!
I'm so sorry, father, mother, and little bear, shouted Goldilocks, running away from the bear family's house. And this is how it all ended. From that day onwards, naughty rude Goldilocks became a pleasant little girl. She made friends with the little bear and often went to his house. She invited him to her house too, and they remained good friends always and forever. Exactly. Bye.
Marica, Make Learning Addictive.